Whenever we go online, whenever we do anything using the internet or anything digital, that information needs to sit and be processed on servers, computers, somewhere. And those transactions, those digital transactions, need to live in a place like this, which is called a data center. So we're sitting here in a London data center in Slough, an Equinix data center, connected to hundreds of different network companies that will connect that information all over the world. And this is where all those digital ecosystems that bring our digital lives, this is where that comes together.
Security is absolutely paramount. You know, we're looking after major stock exchanges, we're looking after major healthcare companies in here, public sector, everything has to be secure. So again, first of all, it's about not advertising where you are. What you'll see on the perimeter of the data center is extremely advanced physical security, even before you get into the building. And then as you walk through the building, I think you go through in this facility, it may be 5 different layers of physical man traps, as we call them. Each of those is triggered by biometric security. You're sitting right now in probably what is the second biggest internet and digital hub anywhere in the world. There are around about 30 to 35 data centers in the Slough area. This particular data center is rated at about 13 megawatts, so this is a large data center. In this facility or in this campus, we have somewhere in the region of 250 network service providers. And one of the facilities in this campus, one of the Equinix facilities, is the home of trading in capital markets trading in Europe, with around about 20 to 25 of all trades that will happen today happening in one of our buildings. The plumbing, if you like, of the internet or of the UK digital economy is based on network providers, mobile providers, interconnecting and bringing traffic to these data centers. Because on the one hand, these data centers are home for the data and home for the compute. But actually the more interesting thing is that they're points of interconnection for the internet. So anytime, as I said, you're doing digital payments or you're doing online streaming, or you have maybe a video call with a GP, all of that traffic is being processed through these types of data centers. And that's why we were very pleased that the UK government designated the sector as critical national infrastructure most recently. As a data center operator, you need to keep the ambient temperature in the data halls to a good operational level so that the equipment maintains itself. Now, the way that we do that is a couple of different ways. The traditional way is effectively we run very advanced air conditioning, and we organize the data center into hot aisles and cold aisles. Our systems suck away the hot air. We take that up to the roof or to a different part of the facility. We run that through the air conditioning, and then we deliver the cooled air back into the data halls, and that keeps the operating temperature normal. We're seeing an emergence of our normal customers using AI models. That means that we're generating even more heat. So we're starting to experiment and offer things like liquid cooling. And liquid cooling typically is where the manufacturers of the equipment will have an interface that enables cold water to come in, and cold water circulates within the equipment directly and takes the heat out that way. And that's an important step because liquid is much better at removing heat than natural air.
The sector's booming. Yes, there's a lot of AI, but that AI needs to be powered, and data centers provide that power. So we are growing. The more data centers we have, the more people we have. And the irony is that the more AI there is, the more data centers we need. So we end up needing more people.